Please don't play with us. Nah, we up and aiming up. Ain't no hard.
Right, so look, so we're gonna get straight into the overview. I'm not gonna be long. All right. So family, first things first, right? We're gonna go over setting over alerts. So first things first, when you come to TradingView, you will need an account. Now, when you make this account, you would send your Tradera ID and your TradingView username in the Tsunami Wave Analyzer chat to get approval to use this tool, right? Because this is an active package. You have to be an active member of Tradera, right? Everybody understands that? You have to be an active member of Tradera to get access to the Wave Analyzer, right? So now, if you wanted to set alerts for every time you get a sell signal or a sell exit or a buy exit or a buy arrow, right? You will come down to this alarm clock and it will say create alert, family. And when you click it, right, it will say create an alert on Euro JPY. All right. And guys got to remember, right? You guys got to remember that whatever time frame you do it on, right, that's where you will get alerts, right? Right now, I feel like if you press this button, it doesn't give you one. So I feel like this is for the whole pair. And if you actually right click on the chart and add alert, okay, bet. So this is for the hour. Whatever alert you set it for is for whatever time frame you're on, right? Remember that, family. So now if I come down to right here and it says crossing, right? So it says alert every time the lines cross. Or you could say, hold on. Let me go over the alert like that. Right. So add alert on Wave Analyzer. Right click on the Wave Analyzer, the EMA or the signals. Right. So right click on it and you will say add on Wave Analyzer. And then you'll come down and now you will see the time frame, right? I was kind of confused, right? I didn't know why it wasn't showing. But so you have to click on the Wave Analyzer. You have to right click on the Wave Analyzer. And now you can set up alerts saying buy entry, buy exit, sell entry, sell exit, right? And then you can do all the regular things like crossings and stuff like that, right? So family, you can say, yo, once every time frame, once per bar close, or once per minute. Me, I say once per minute because I'm an individual that be busy. My phone dies a lot. I get on a lot of phone calls, so I need it blowing up. I need it blowing up, kind of like how I just did the Telegram. Now you can do notify on app, where Telegram will send you a text message. It'll do a show pop up on this laptop screen, or you can even get an email or an SMS, right? Email to SMS, you'll get a text message. You'll get a text message, and then pretty much whatever it is, you'll just put the alert name and the alert message that you want to do, right? And then you'll press create. So now if I click over here. Right over here on the sidebar, I click the alarm, it'll show you all my alerts I have. Right? Show you all the alerts I have. Now, if you want to make a watch list so you don't have to keep searching up your favorite pairs, because I recommend within 3 weeks of being in the business, you start practicing and focus on your favorite 3 pairs, right? And click this watch list button. Right? So now you'll see every pair that I trade. Right? Me personally, right? XPX, Gold, AU. EJ, right? EU, GCAD, GJ, GU, USD CAD, UJ, Apple, and Tesla, right? Those are the only pairs I trade, right? Because that's what I like. I like how they move, right? I like how they move, right? We got good chemistry. I know how they move because the charts are like a book, right? Someone said that on the training. So now if you want to remove one, right, you can press X. Now if you want to add one to the list, you'll press this plus, and you will simply search up the pair. You will simply search up the pair. Right? I'm gonna get to y'all questions in a minute, family. Right? Your questions probably will be answered, right? As long as y'all let me talk. Right? So the longer I talk, it'll probably get answered. But I will take a time to answer all questions before I get to Hulk, right? Before I get to Hulk. After I go over the whole overview, right, I'll come back and answer everyone's question. Right? So now when you're searching up the symbols, you can click stock, you click futures, you click Forex. Right? So now you're going in individual sections, right? Even cryptocurrency index, you don't know what index is, right? It's an indice, right? And then you can go to economy. And then if you simply click on one of these pairs, let's say we click on US 30, right? Now it's added on our watch list. Now if you want to remove it, you will press the X, okay? Right? So now if you want to get this off your screen, you'll just click it. Now your screen gets big. Now if you want to change the color of your chart, right? Because mine is black right now. So if you want to press the toolbar, and you'll come to symbols, right? Symbols, you can change the color of pretty much your candles. So if I want my candle yellow, right? Now you see my candles turn a different color. right? So you can play around with that as you feel. And then if you want to change the color of the chart, right, you can go from gradient to solid, right? So I got gradient, right? Because look, it's the color of the Hulk, right? So I want the color of the Hulk, I'll put green, bam. Now we got something freaky over there, right? But me personally, I'll put it back solid, just like that, right? So you can do all those different things, you know, customizing it, putting a little flavor on it. So whatever you like to see. Now if you want to measure how many pips a candle went, you'll click this ruler. And now you will measure from either top or bottom, depending on if it's a sell or a buy. Right? Sell candles close at the bottom, buy candles close at the top. So you can measure from the bottom all the way to the top. Right? And now you'll see your pips over here. Right? So 28 pips. Right? And now you can, if you want to set your TP and SL, right, for a buy position, right, you would click along. So now it'll say bang, right? You have your SL down here. As you see to the right, it's going to be like a red number. So if you do your measurements, you'll see a red number right here, right? And it tells you how many pips you went down. So I went 64 pips down, right? So wherever I enter. So if you're planning on enter on the latest candle, right, you'll line it up with the entry. So something like this, right? And you say, okay, I want a 50 pip SL. And if you can't move your screen, like moving the chart up, you'll come over here and you will play with the side a little bit. And now when you click on the chart, you can move it up. So now if I wanted a 50 pip SL, I'll pull it to 50 pips, bang. So now it's a 50 pip SL, it says 50. Now if I say, yo, I want a 100 pip TP, right, I'll move this up until it says 100, right? Now this number says 101, so I got 101 TP, a 50 pip SL, right, a 50 pip SL. So now if you wanted the coordinates for it, this right here is your TP, the blue, and this right here, the red, is your SL from this entry. If you was to enter on this trade. Now, if you want to do that with a sell, you simply click short, and now it's flipped, right? Your SL is at the top, your TP is at the bottom. And now if you want to exit out of that, right, you'll come up here to this trash can, and you'll push the trash can. You'll click this one, come up, and click the trash can. Now, if you want to mark up your charts or even say, you know, put a text message and share your chart to your friends, right? You marked up a chart to your mentee, or you marked up a chart for your mentor, you know, you want to check your education, right? You can simply press the text button, right? And whatever you text, right? You want to put XBX, you want to give them a signal, TP, SL, right? You press OK, right? It comes up on the screen. So if you ever see the live educator do that, that's how they do that, right? And if you want to get rid of that, you simply press the exit. Now, if you want to draw lines, right, you could click trend line. So when you click once, it puts a dot, and you could simply, you know, draw the trends, right? Draw the trends, right? You can draw the trends, right? And if you want to get rid of it, you can click on it and press X. Now, if you want to share it, you'll simply come to the publish button and share your ideas with the trade community, and you can send your link to whoever you want. So if you mark up a chart and you want to share it to the family, right, all you have to do is press publish, and you can simply share it to the family, right? So sharing this can, right, if you're a master trader, you're saucy with it, you can share it to the family, right? So now let me check the comments. Let me go ahead and check the comments. Hold on. Right, before we get into it, right? Can this be done on the app? Yes, it can be done on the app, family. In the alert, if I select crossing, does that mean it will alert when the two MAs are crossed? Yes. So it's 3. So whichever line you put it on, but when it crosses, so I would say probably like up here, right here, right? Right here, when it crossed, it probably would have gave you an alert, and when it crossed again, it probably would have gave you another alert. All right? So now, family, for what you guys have all been waiting for, right? I gave you a quick little overview. I hope that was helpful, right? Oh, so now this is how you change your candles. I know some people like line graphs, right? And some people, you know, they like Hakanashi because it tells momentum. And some people just like regular candles. So that's how you change your candles. Now, if you want to compare a chart, you want to add another pair and compare it. So if I wanted to compare UJ and let's say EU, Euro USD, I could put it on the screen, And now this line right here is telling me how EU is moving. So now you can watch 2 pairs at once. So now you can watch 2 pairs at once. Right now, if you want to take it off, you will simply just click on it, come up here and find it, right? And just click off of it. Now, if you want to go between time candles, you go from 1 minute all the way to a month, right? So what that simply means is whatever time frame you get on, that means that the candles close every minute, or every 3 minutes, every 5 minutes, every hour, every 4 hours, or even every month, family. Right, so the wind is blowing. I don't really know if y'all can hear me, so I'm about to go back inside real quick. Right, so we're gonna take like a little second break to move inside. Right, because it is getting chilly outside. I ain't trying to get a cool. Was feeling good. Sun just went down. All right. Oh yeah. So ooh, nice and toasty. Nice and toasty inside. Nice and toasty. All right. We're about to get into it, family. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Nice and toasty. All right. We got 61 on the call. I love it. And now if you want to search up different pairs, you'll simply click over here and delete this and type in whatever you would like. All right. Delete this and type in whatever you would like. All right. Now, the moment y'all have been waiting for, right? Hope, right? The strategy that allows you to try to trade counter trend and breakouts, and also with the trend. Excuse me. Right? So first things first, right? We're going to delete the wave analyzer so I can set this up with you guys. We're going to delete the wave analyzer so I can set this up with you guys. All right? So let's go to indicators. Indicators, right? So if you haven't got it approved, right, it won't pop up. But if you are approved, you will have a thing called invite-only scripts, right? And it says FX Social Entry Finder, right? So you'll simply click on it. As you see already, it has 46 likes, and that's amazing. It's amazing, family. So now, right, it popped up like this, right? So if you have Batman, right, most likely it'll pop up like this. So simply what we'll do, family, we'll come over here, because if you're brand new, yours does not look like mine. So we'll click this toolbar, right? And we'll come to style, and we'll turn on the 50 EMA, right? We'll turn on the EMA 1. So now we're gonna get into customizing it. All right, so the orange, what we're gonna do is EMA 1, we're gonna click on it and simply turn the opacity up to 100 and click third thickness. Right, EMA 2, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna turn the opacity up to 100 and click third thickness. And then EMA 3, we're gonna turn the opacity up to 100 and click third thickness. Right, so if you are lost, right, all we did was for all 3 EMAs, all of them, all we did was make the opacity to 100 and turn the thickness to third thickness. Right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come to default, and we're gonna do save as default. All right, and then we're gonna click OK. All right, save as default. So every time you come back to this wave analyzer, it saves, and you don't have to do any inputs, right? And you click OK. Right, so bam, right? You're like, oh, that's it? Yes, that's it, family. Right, the Hulk is really a naked wave analyzer, pretty much, family. Naked wave analyzer. So now we're gonna talk about the 2 different types of trades with the Hulk, right? With the Hulk, right? So there's a type 2 trade, and there's a type 1 trade. So a type 2 trade and a type 1 trade. So like write this down next to type 1 and type 2, right? So type 1 is with the trend, right? It's with the trend. Type 2 is against the trend, right? Counter trend, right? So let me look at these comments. Let me look. Go back again. How do I find my wave analyzer, right? Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me, right? So simply to find your wave analyzer, right? You'll click the indicators button, family. you'll click the indicators button, right? And you'll come down to invite only scripts. You'll come down to invite only scripts, right? And you'll click on it. You'll click on this, right? FX social entry finder, right? So everybody understand that, right? Everybody in the chat knows how to get the wave analyzer, right? All right, drop a 777 if everybody's good and knows how to find their wave analyzer. All right. Okay. I thought I went over it. Okay. All right. Maybe I might be tripping. Huh? No? Maybe Keezy tripping, right? I thought I went over it. All right. So bam, right? So a trade one is with the trend. An example of trading with the trend is when the arrow, right, and the candle forms either below the EMAs or above the EMAs, right? So either you're below the EMAs or above the EMAs, right? So a trade one, a level one trade is with the trend. So now if it says sell and you're below the EMAs, you're with the trend, as you see, right? Going with the trend, it's a lot of pips to be had. It's a lot of pips to be had. It's a lot of pips to be had, right? And it's still dropping because that's with the trend, family. That's with the trend. So now a level two trade is between the EMAs, right? So like this, you're between the EMAs, right? Short pips, counter trend. So when you go against the trend, you get less pips, but you can still profit off of that, right? You can still profit off of that, right? So now, right, I'm gonna go over examples. I'm gonna show y'all what your TPs are. I'm gonna show you guys what your SLs are, right? So now we're gonna go over a sell for a type 1 trade, right? With the trend. We're gonna go over a sell because it's right here for a type 1 trade, right? So first things first, right? When you get the sell arrow and it forms below, you would want to enter as close as possible to the aqua. Because what? The aqua is your magnet, family, right? As you see, these candles, they magnet the aqua, right? No matter how far they go, they're only gonna go as low or as high as the aqua go, right? So if the aqua's pointing down, obviously the candles are gonna go down because they're magneting the aqua, right? As you see, they always come back to the aqua. So you will want to get your entry as close to the aqua as possible. So this trade right here, right? If we zoom in, it actually formed right on the aqua. Some signals won't form on the aqua, but this one formed right on the aqua, right? It formed right on the aqua. So I would have entered right here, right? I would have entered right there. And now you guys are like, okay, bam, right? It's under, the candle formed under the EMA. So he said, yo, we sell it if it forms under the EMAs, right? Yes. So now what are you targeting, Keezy, right? I normally target on a trade like this, 50 to 100 pips, right? And I put my SL, right? Because like when you get in trades like this with Hulk, right? It's not 30 to 50 pip SLs because Hulk is really pinpoint sniper entries, right? Because we're entering off the aqua. We're entering off the aqua. So now your TP will be, your risk will be less and your reward will be higher. So now if we pull out our sell position, right? I'm gonna show y'all, right? If we put it right on the aqua where we would enter that, bang. So you will have multiple entries, right? You'll be able to have multiple entries. And now what you will do, you will bring, let me try to get this down. There we go. Right, so you'll bring it, right, and just count 10 pips up, right? So the wick, sometimes I'll count the wick, right? If the wick's not too high, I'll count the wick, right? Because that's just a previous, level that it visited. So now, so it's 14 pips, right? The last two candles. I count 10 pips above the last two candles. So whichever candle is the highest, right? I count 10 pips on top of it. So this one says 14 pips. So now I just make it 24 pips. And as you see in the future, you never revisited past that, right? There, right here, you got back to entry a little bit, but you never went past the 14 pips, right? So 10 pips is kind of like a cushion, right? To make sure it doesn't go by it. So now what I want to do, right? We're already at 40 pips, right? So I said I target 50 to 100 pips, right? I target 50 to 100 pips, right? So as you see, if we would have held that trade, we would have smashed TP. But now you're like, okay, you said I could get multiple entries, right? So if we entered off the aqua originally, right, and we know this trend is still going down because we're below the EMAs, you could have re-entered off the aqua, right? So what do you mean, Keezy? Right here, right here. This sell was on the aqua again. So you could have targeted another 100 pips. Right here, it revisited the aqua because what did I say before? right, family? The aqua is the magnet. It's gonna come back to the aqua. You could have got another entry, right? So right then and there, we're in profit. How many pips before it revisited the aqua, right? We're in profit. We're in profit 12 pips, right? We're in profit 12 pips, and when it came to the second retest, we're in profit 17 pips, right? Before it, when it smashed 100 pips. So now what? Me personally, I probably would have went on the second retest. No cap. After about 20 pips, I was like, okay, right? Second retest. All right, bang. But if you are fairly new to trading, right? If you're fairly new to trading, I wouldn't retest. I would just keep my profits, right? Now I'll put this another 100 pips. I'll put this another 100 pips, right? Same SL with another 100 pips. Same SL with another 100 pips. The reason that we use the same SL is because that's what we said, yo, it's not going above, right? So retesting, right? Your risk becomes greater, but you can still target 100 pips. And as you've seen, right, you got another 100 pips off your retest, right? You got another 100 pips off your retest, right? So you're like, yo, Keezy, why do you trade Hawk, right? Because I'm free, right? I'm free, right? I can get multiple entries. So you smash, take profit, right? You smash, take profit. And then what happened, family? It revisited the aqua. And what did it do? Family? What did it do? It hanged around the aqua, and the candles was below the EMAs again, right? So necessarily, you didn't even have to wait for the sell entry, because what did Keezy say, right? Yo, when it's below the EMAs, look for a sell, right? So bam, if you would have re-entered right here, right, what would have happened? You would have smashed 100 pips again. You probably would have smashed 100 pips again, if not 50, right? So we're going to put another entry right here. Right? So they got a sell candle, right? So we're going to go over the two candles before. Right? So bang, this is what? How many pips is that? That's 10 pips. We're going to do 20 pips. All right, bang. Right? So we're going to drag it down. I'm going to drag it down about 100. So actually, you did get another 100 pips right here, right? It tells you where you smash, take profit. So right here off this one type 1 trade, you got over 300 pips, family. Right? Off this one type 1 trade, you got over 300 pips. Right? You got over 300 pips. So now we're going to go find another one. Right? So I'm going to come up a little bit because I know y'all might be a little confused. I'm going to go over it a little bit more. So let me go to these comments, right? When you get a chance at the end, can you show me how to set up the wave analyzer again? I appreciate it. Right? The video will be on YouTube, family. You go back and watch it as many times as you want, but I will, right? All right. So now we're going to come back and we're going to find another one that's with the trend. Right? This is type 2, right? Because what? The candle formed in between the EMAs. Right? Formed in between the EMAs. Right. That's not the beginning of that. Where's the beginning? Hold on, this is what we're about to do. GU never disappoints. Here we go, baby. Right? All right, so bam, right? It didn't necessarily. I really don't even like how that looks, right? I normally like tight. I like it tight. So, consolidation. What day is this? We need to go back in the past. Right, so bam, it's tight. Right, so a buy. Right, so now we're going to go over a buy. Right, so when it's above the EMAs, right? When it's above the EMAs, right, family? So when it comes, right, you're looking for a buy arrow, and you would want to get as close to this aqua as possible, but this candle formed with a little bit of gap, right? So you can either wait for a retest, right? That's why I say you got freedom in Hulk, right? You can either wait for a retest, but this is the thing, right? It pays to wait, right? So if this trade, forms up here and then it comes back and retests, right? You may be in a little bit of drawdown, or you could get in and just hope that it does go up and doesn't retest, right? But you do have the chance of missing out of the trade if you wait for the retest, right? You can miss out of the trade. But the thing is with Hulk, right, we want the best kind of trades, right? We want 2 to 1s, we want 3 to 1s. So now, right, you're still gonna go 10 pips below the previous candle. So right, we're gonna click on this and we're gonna get a long position. We're gonna get a long position. Right, and we're gonna enter off right here where the candle formed. And obviously we're gonna come down a little bit. We're gonna come down a little bit. We're gonna take the SL, and these are 2 previous candles. Right, so we'll come to the bottom of it. It says what? It's 10 pips. Let me see. How many pips is that? It's 10 pips. And we're going to come down 20 pips. Right, and as you see in the future, it never revisited, right? On the type 1 trade, it just shoots with the trend. So now it says we're at 53 pips, so we're going to drag it up what? 100 pips. And at 100 pips, we smash take profit. We smash take profit, right? Without even a retracement. Right, without even a retracement, we smashed take profit. Because what? We were with the trend, family. We were with the trend. We smashed 100 pips. And then if you went forward, right, started changing directions, it came and retested, right? So if you wanted to re-enter right here, you would have been a little bit of drawdown, or you could have retested right here before it changed directions. Because look, the aqua went under. So the aqua went under, so it's changing directions. So it's changing directions. The aqua went under, right? So now it's in consolidation. It's consolidation. Then it made a move. It made a move. Then it finally actually made its move. Right here. It made its move. Right. So this is another type 1. Candle form below the EMAs. So let's say we enter. Right. We can enter off of both of them, actually. Let's see. Right. First one probably only went off of 10 pips. Probably only went off of 10 pips. So first 2 candles, the wick, right? 29, 39. 39. Bang. So we got a TP of 36 pips, come down to 50. Right? 50, you smash take profit. 50, you smash take profit. Right? So this candle came right here. Right? We're below the EMAs. Right? We're below the EMAs. Right? We enter off the aqua because they have a little wick right there. So I'm waiting for it to be on the aqua. Right? We find the wick. Bang, this 36. This 36 pips. So I'm gonna put 46, right? Actually, 46. Bing. Right. So I'm gonna target. I'm gonna come down to about. So I would have targeted 100. Obviously, it didn't. Wait, did it go 100? It did. It did go 100. Right. It did smash 100 pips right here. Right. It did smash 100 pips right here. Right. The blue line. What exactly is the aqua? The blue line. If the vid on YouTube, drop the link. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got you, brother. Right. The aqua is the blue line, family. The aqua is the blue line. Right. So with the trend, obviously, you guys see that you will probably get a minimum of 50 to 100 pips. Right. On that first one, it was really good. Before it changed direction, it was around about 300 off the re-entries. So now let's really talk about trading against the trend. Right. Trading in between the EMAs. Let's talk about trading in between the EMAs. Right. Because a lot of y'all are like, yo, why don't we trade against the EMAs? Because there's a lot of fake outs. There's a lot of fake outs. Right. So let's say we got this call right here. This call right here. Right. So it says sell. Right. Obviously, right, we're in between the EMAs, family. We're in between the EMAs. So it says sell. So what we would do is, right, the orange would be TP1 and the purple would now be your TP2. Right. The orange would be TP1. The purple would be TP2. And you would still put 10 pips above the wick. Right, 10 pips above the wick. Give yourself some cushion. Right, so if you're trading in between the EMAs, right, orange is TP1, purple is TP2. Right, so obviously you see it wick TP2, right? But let me see that it hit take SL before it hit take profit 2. Let me see. Right, so short position. Right, we enter. Right, I would probably enter off the aqua, me personally, but hey. Because you kind of taken away from TP1. So right here off this recess, I would enter right here. Right, I'm measuring off the wick. So I'm at 16, go to 26 pips. 26 pips. Right, actually, right, it came very close before it came to the purple. before it came to the purple. Right, before it came to the purple. Right, so you smash take profit 1. Right, smash take profit 1. Then some news release, and then later on you smash take profit 2. Right, this right here is why you don't want to trade against the trend, but you can. Right, you can. You would have smashed take profit 1. Right, so my new family, right, you're on a take profit 1 diet. Right, now my other traders, you guys can do take profit 2s, but just know that trade like that that level 2 trades, right? There's not that many pips, right? Over time, you got 85 pips, right? If you would have waited this long, remember that this is an hour per candle. So this was probably like a couple days, maybe a day. I don't even know how long this trade was. But if you would have targeted take profit 1, you probably would hit it within 3 hours, right? 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, right? You would have hit take profit 1 within 3 hours. Probably would hit take profit 1 between 3 hours, right? So we're gonna go to another one that's in between the EMAs. You didn't get an arrow, right here, right? So bang, you would have entered right here, right? Instantly smashed take profit 1, and then later on came a wick take profit 2 a little bit, then came back retested. You could have got another entry. Then both of your entries smashed take profit 2. Then both of your entries smashed take profit 2. And then what did it do over time? It came back to the aqua, right? So let's really set this up on a long position. Let's set this up on a long position, right? You would enter about right here. Got you about what? On take profit 1. Got you about 9 pips, right? So it's kind of like you're scalping. And then later on went for 23 pips, right? You would have got you 23 pips and 10 pips below, right? So you're risking what? 30, 32 for 23. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it. Right? I'm not about to get in a trade with a ratio of 0.74, but it did smash take profit 2. It did smash take profit 2. Right? So let's go look for some more. Look for some more, right? Right here, right? So you got a sell signal. Got a sell signal in between the EMAs. Right? So bang. So right now, I personally, right, this is too far from the aqua, but some people, they're gamblers, right? They would say, yo, I'm getting in, right? So if you would have got in right here, 10 pips above the wick, right? That's 27, that's 37 pips. 37 pips, right? TP2 is the purple. Come down. What's our ratio? We got a 2-to-1 ratio. I love it. All right, we got a 2-to-1 ratio. I love it. What did it do? What did it do? It smash take profit 2. Right? It smash take profit 2. Smash take profit 2. All right, so let's keep on going over examples. Let's go over examples. I love Hawk because what? Because what? Hawk is a take profit smash, right? So they say Hawk smash, right? When you use Hawk, it's TP smash. Yeah, I get it. I know I'm corny. I'm corny. I'm corny, right? Hawk smash, TP smash. Oh man, y'all ain't no fun, right? Y'all ain't no fun. All right, so bam. Right, me personally, right? This right here, it was kind of close to the aqua. I mean, as we said, what? It's gonna retrace back to the aqua, right? So I would have been patient a little bit and got my entry off the aqua right here, right? Put my sell position right here, and I'm still measuring the 2 candles before the signal. So right here, right, this is the highest that trade went. So I'm lining it up and I'm putting 10 pips above. So that's 29 pips. So I'm going up to 39. I'm going up to 39 to give myself some room. Right. So even when I did enter off the aqua and it did have a little bit of drawdown, it never came close to my SL. Right. It never came close to my SL, but it did revisit that first candle, right? It did come back to right there. So look, you put 10 pips for cushion, right? That's why we put 10 pips, right? That's a clear example of why we put 10 pips, right? And now if you enter off that aqua, obviously the orange is your TP1 and the purple is your TP2. And what happened, family? Within a couple hours, we smashed TP2 of 67 pips, right? So as you see, level 1 trades is with the trend. Obviously, going with the trend is way more pips. But if you are a trader that comes to the market and you say, yo, this candle kind of formed in between the EMAs, you have a way to trade it. You have a way to trade it. So now I'm gonna keep going, right? I'm gonna switch pairs. Let's go to XPX. Because XPX is a It's a type of currency that moves really fast. Moves really fast, right? So now let's go, right? You got a sell signal right here, and it drew down, right? So let's go over here. This one probably hit SL. Let's see, right? Bang, you get right here on the aqua, because this is way too far. Please don't play with indices like they some slouch on the market, right? I'm waiting for the retest. If anything, right, FX crosses may give you some leeway, but on indices, I am not playing with them. I need an entry off the aqua. I need it, right? So I'm putting it right here, right? We know that this is a level 2 trade, so what? So we're gonna zoom out a little bit, and I'm going off the 2 previous candles, right? So right here, bang, we come up, and obviously that one did. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's measure that thing. Bang. So that thing said 44. Yeah, so we did hit SL on this one, right? But I believe my US 30 sniper said go up 100 pips on indices, right? So indices ain't something to play with. I will go up 100 pips. Me, my SL be like 200 pips on indices. My SL be like 200 pips. So this 44, right? So we're going up 200 pips or 100 pips, right? Obviously 100 pips will be right here at 144. But me, right, I would do about 200. So now if you don't know how much that is, right, you go back to your lot sizes, go back to your pip count, right? So know what you're risking. Right? So I know I'm risking 240, right? I know I'm risking 240 for what? For what, family, right? So TP1 is what? 132. And if you come down to TP2, which is the purple, that is what? 816, right? 816. Right? So let's look at the comments real quick. What's the third one? Can you cover over the ratios again? Yo, on the bottom right, if you scroll till it. All right, bet. This is recorded, yes. All right, so the ratio. So if you don't know the ratios, right? So it's a risk to reward ratio. I am not getting in 1-to-1 or less trades, right? I'm looking for twos and up. So what that simply means, you're risking to make more than what you're risking to lose. So if I'm going 200 pips up, on an indice, right? I want at least 400 pips. And as you see, if we would have held this trade and been patient, right? Yes, we went in the negative for a little couple hours, but it pays to wait. Because what happened? It came and smashed take profit 2, which is the purple line, right? Of what? 816 pips. Now, if you don't know what 816 pips is, right? 816.1 is what? $816. A standard, $8,160. Wait, there we go. All right. So that's why I know a lot of breakout and counter trend traders with indices, right? They're not too popular with the other currencies, right? But they do well, right? So if you would have got this sell signal right here, I would have waited for a retest. But if you would have entered, it did smash take profit 2, right? I would have waited for a retest of the aqua, but it did smash take profit 2, right? Then what happened, right? You got a buy signal in between the EMAs. If you would have got in, what did it do, right? It smashed take profit 1 and 2, right? Smash take profit 1 and 2, right? Buy signal in between the EMAs, smash take profit 1, smash take profit 2, right? So when you're trading in between these EMAs, it's short pips, but you're guaranteed that it's going to hit, right? That's what they call Hulk smash, right? TP smash. So now, right? So now it formed below the EMAs, right? It's in consolidation, so I don't recommend it. But let's really see what it does, right? I haven't looked to see what it does, but let's say we wait for the retest, right? It's close to it, so we're just gonna say, yeah, it's on the aqua. Bang. So we go 200 pips up. So let's really see, right? So off the wick, it says 100. Oh boy, that's about 300 pips. It's about 300 pips. I love to see it. I love to see this from our high ballers. All right, so if that's a 300 pips, we're gonna go down. What? We're gonna go down. Oh Lord, right? So it looked like it smashed. It looked like let's see. Right? It did. It did, right? So over here it did smash take profit. Right? If you would have held it, right, it would have been a tearjerker. It did smash TP over here, right? Probably the next day it smashed TP, right? It didn't hit SL, right? It never came up there, but it did smash TP. And you would have got you another re-entry right here with this other sell confirmation. So now let's bring this over here and do the same thing. Let's do the same thing, right? Let's do the same thing. I would have waited for a retest. So I probably would have got in about right here, about right there, right? Measure about 200 pips, 200 pips off of here. So 334, bang, drop it down to a 2-to-1, 2-to-1, bang. So ratio 2-to-1. And within a couple hours, it did smash take profit because this is a level 1 trade. This is a level 1 trade because what? The arrow formed and it's below the EMAs. So it did go for a lot more pips. It went for 696, right? So you have another one that formed below the EMAs, right? So a level 1 trade, what are we going to do? We're going to wait for the retest of the aqua. We're going to wait for the retest of the aqua. Let me delete this. Retest of the aqua, bang, right here. Enter off, right? Two candles before, right? We'll measure about 200 pips off of it because this is an indice, right? About 200 pips. So that's going to be 294. 294. And now we're going to make it a 2-to-1 or more, whatever you want to trade, right? I like 2-to-1s. So bang. So the 2, right? It says 2, right? Risk to ratio. Bang. And it did smash take profit and it did go for more. And it did go for way more pips before it changed directions. And now you see what? A counter trend trade, right? You see a counter trend trade. It's in between the EMAs. And what did it do, family? What did it do? It came, it called a buy. And what did it do on the first candle? It smashed take profit 1, which is the orange line, right? That's why we're on the TP1 diet because it didn't go nowhere near take profit 2, but it did smash take profit 1. And then what did it do, right? It called another sell. So let's get into it, right? It called another sell with a trade level 1, right? It's away from the aqua, right? We don't play with it. So we're gonna wait for a retest, right? It came for a retest, right here. So now, right, we're still gonna measure the 2 previous candles. So we're gonna go 200 pips off of this, right? We're gonna go 200 pips off of that, right? The market's not even moving no more, so we can't even use this no more. But let's say we went up 200 pips. That's about 600. I don't even like the way this look, right? I ain't never getting in a trade about 600 pips. No, I ain't even doing it, right? So let's go to, all right, somebody drop a pair, right? Let's see how many we could get off of it. Somebody drop a pair, right? Somebody drop a pair, right? What y'all want to look at? Nas, Bitcoin, GJ, Nas, Bitcoin, GJ, right? GJ right here. I bet. GJ. All right, bet. Right, so we got to sell right below the EMA. So that's a type 1 trade. We're going to enter of a short position, right? Wait for the retest. I will wait for the retest. Some people get in, right? You get in. So right here, this is the highest. The last 2 previous candles go 10 pips up. So that would have been 22 pip SL. You come down to 50 to 100 pips. You come down 50 to 100 pips. So you bring it down 50 to 100 pips. I personally go for 100 pips. And what happened? What happened, right? It came and smashed 100 pips over here. Came and smashed 100 pips. And then you could have did TP1 of 50 pips, my new traders. 50 pips, TP1 of 50 pips. And what happened? Within the second candle, you smash take profit 1 of 50 pips, right? You can see how many pips it is, 51 pips. Your second candle, you smash TP1. right? Came nowhere near, had no drawback, nowhere near SL, right? Nowhere near SL. Then eventually you got a type 2 trade. You got a type 2 trade and you enter and it smashed what? TP1, right? Little pips, but it smashed TP1, right? Little pips, but it smashed TP1 of the orange line. All right, let's go back in the past. Let's go back in the past. All right, type 1 trade. Type 1 trade, we're below the EMAs. I'm waiting for a retest. Right, it comes up, right, about right here. Right, you could have got in right here, or you could have even got in right here, right? So let's get a short position. Let's get a short position. Come in off the aqua because it is our magnet. We're looking for it. So now the two previous candles, right? So right here, right, come down to that wick, right? Right? So that's a 21 pip SL. We come down to 31, right? And we drag it down what? 50 to 100 pips. So me, what did I do? What do you do, Keezy? I do 100 pips, right? Because I'm not being in the market that long. I'm putting in 1 or 2 trades, and it's going to go 100 pips each. All right, I'm putting in 1 or 2 trades, and it's going 100 pips each. All right, if you're new, you're on the TP1 diet. Right, so let's see what it does. Let's see if it up, right? Within what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? Probably a day or two, right? It came in and it smashed 100 pips. It came in and smashed 100 pips, right? Right here, right? Probably some news release or something. It smashed 100 pips. Let's see how fast it smashed 50 pips. 50 pips, right here, right? Right here, it came down about 49, right? I probably would have took profit if I'm 1 pip away. But, you know, you had a little drawback to the aqua, then it came back and it smashed take profit. So, right? So let's find a type 2 for y'all. Let's find a type 2. All right, bang. Okay, right, a sell. Way far from the aqua, right? Way far from the aqua. So I'm waiting for a retest. You could have got in right here off the wick. All right, here, right? So bam. I'm off the aqua. Says a sell. It's type 2. So what are we doing? We're measuring off the wicks of the last 2 candles of the arrow, right? So this is the arrow, 1, 2, right? Normally the second one is the highest, so I'm measuring off the second one. I'm going 10 pips up, so I'm going to 20 pips. Bam, right? And I'm coming down to what? This is TP1. This is TP2, right? So bang, we come to TP2 of 45 pips, and what did it do, right? So you entered off of this candle or this candle, whichever one. So 1 candle, 2 candle, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So within 5 hours, you smash take profit 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. So within 10 hours, you smash take profit 2, right? Within 10 hours, you smash take profit 2 of 45 pips. Right? So, hey, a type 1 trade, right? Candles forming above the EMAs, right? Candle form, away from the aqua, wait for the retest, right? Bang. So you enter off of the aqua, right? For a buy position. Buy position. What do we do? Right? The last 2 previous candles from the arrow, measure 10 pips down, right? That's 8 pips, come down 18, right? Now, right? We want a good ratio, right? 50, TP1, 50 pips, TP2, 100 pips, right? So right now, as you see, we come to 50 pips, it's smash. What do you do, Keezy? I go for 100 pips, family. 100 pips. I know somebody gonna ask me right after this, right? What do you go for? 100 pips. Right? I go for TP2, right? And within what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hours, right? If you fall asleep on that trade, it's smash TP2. Right, it's smash TP2, family. So within, let's say, like 11 trades that we didn't went through, right? You probably didn't got well over 2,000 pips, right? If you're just patient, you just smash somebody pip goals for the month, right? And I know somebody wanted to look at NAS, right? So NAS is probably gonna be our last one that I look at, and then I'm gonna answer all questions, right? Right? I hope everybody understands the difference between, a type 1 and a type 2, right? A perfect example of a type 2. Right? It came in, right? Sell, and when it came down, boom, smash, take profit 1, right? So pretty much the lines are your take profits if you're trading in between the EMAs. The EMAs are your take profits, right? So bang, right here, you got to buy, right? It came up, smash the next line, which is take profit 1. Right? Got another buy, right? Came in, right? You could have, it wicked, right? So you could have entered off the aqua and it came and smashed take profit 1. Right? Got a buy right here. And what did it do? What did it do? Right? Came in, smashed take profit 1. Actually, the candle formed way up here. So we would have got in on this wick. And what did it do? Right? This candle wicked way up here. So it had to smash take profit 1. Had to smash take profit 1. And then another one, right? Another buy, right? Enter off the aqua, smash take profit 1. Smash take profit 1. Then we get one that goes with the trend, right? Now we get a level 1 trade, right? So now it's done with the type 2s, right? With small pips, right? Now it's time to get some big money, right? So now what do we say? We don't play with indices, right? We don't play with indices. So this is way far off, right? So I'm waiting for this mug to get on the aqua, right? You could have got in about right here, right? This is probably like 20 pips off, right? So now I'm just waiting for it, right? So I'm out here, bang. So now I'm putting in a short position. I'm putting in a short position right here. Right, past 2 candles, putting in 200 pips up. Right, so these are the last two previous candles, putting in about 200 pips up. Hold on, let me scroll past this. There we go. Where is it right now? It's at 500. Jesus, it's at 500. All right, so bet. So it's 6, 7, what? 750. I forgot what it was. What is that number? 587. So 787. 787, 785. All right, so bet. All right, fix the ratio to 2. All right, a good 2. A good 2, right? So you always want to make more than what you're risking 2 times, right? So it did come close, right? See it, yo, it came up in the negative. You're holding it. It came in profit some, right? If you would have trailed your stop loss, right, you would have probably ended up with this much. But hey, if you're patient, it pays to wait, right? It came very close to SL. What did it do after that? Came down and smashed take profit, right? Came down and smashed take profit. So now we got a type 2, right? I'm just gonna go off the arrows on the screen, right? I didn't even look at Nas today, right? So now look, buy, right? You could have entered off of here because there's a wick, and what did it do? Smash take profit 1, the orange lines, take profit 2s, the purple, right? All right, bang. So now let's say you would have entered off of this right here, right? Say you would have entered off of this, you're like, yo, this is a type 1. I know this thing is gonna smack. Right? I know this thing is gonna smack. Right? You wait for the retest. Bang. So this line right here, you would enter off of. You would measure off the candle, the 2 candles before, right? So this wick, go 200 pips up, right? Great risk to reward. I love it. I can't even see the risk to reward. We just gonna go up until I can see it. There we go. All right, bet. So let's come down. So that's about 100 pips. Oh, yes. 71. Oh, yeah. All right, about 71, 270. All right, we're gonna put it at 280. Right, so we're already 3 to 1. All right, so we're targeting 2 to 1 always or more, 2 to 1 or more, 2 to 1 or more. So off rip, right? Got about 500, about 50, 593 pips, right? That's straight. That's straight. That's straight. All right. Oh, GU. Let's see GU, right? Let's see GU. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We about to get nasty with it. All right. We gotta get nasty with it. Right? So bang, a type 1 trade, right? It's forming, right? Let's check the 4 hour. What is it doing for the 4 hour? Right? Uh-oh. All right. Probably gonna wait until about 11, right? Until we get a retest. Till I really see what the trend is doing, because it is a Sunday, the market just opened, right? It may just be dropping down there, right? So I normally don't trade until about, Monday morning. So I'm probably gonna wait until about 11 and see what it's gonna do, right? But hey, this is a trade to watch. This is a trade to watch because it's a what? A type 1. A type 1. It's a type 1, family. Right? So did anybody got any questions?
Please don't play with us. Nah, we up and aiming up. Ain't no